But the problem is that housing affordability isn't just about getting the housing deposit. And without addressing supply issues, this scheme could actually make things worse by pushing more buyers into the housing market.
Ultimately, direct cash at the beginning of the process won't solve these problems. It seems to me that the best thing to do is to start to build public housing, which doesn't affect house prices at all. It seems that they've watched too much Utopia and looked at it as a documentary rather than a satire.
Canada also tried share equity and loan deposit incentives, and the take up there wasn't that great. Affordability didn't improve, and prices surged way ahead of what people could reasonably afford. I'm not suggesting the government shouldn't do anything at all, but it just needs to be carefully calibrated within a range of policy settings.
The market won't solve every problem. They're trying to bring in a market solution, yet it's the market that's causing the problem. We've got to get developers, not development, but developers out of it. We don't want to hear from the big real estate companies. We don't want to hear from the developers and the dodgy developers. We want to hear from town planners. We want to hear from low income representatives, low income people who need housing. We need to hear from architects as well as town planners.
It doesn't really resolve the housing crisis. It probably makes it even worse. And in other parts of the world, you talked about public housing before. Social housing or public housing has actually worked in many cities around the world where they have taken the policy on seriously. Housing is a human right and something that you live in rather than something that you invest in.